Today is 19th. Polymarket is abuzz with speculation on whether the United States will recognize Russian sovereignty over Crimea by the end of 2025, with odds at around 37% for and 64% against. Debate is heating up on Polymarkets over whether Donald Trump will ban Chinese entities from buying U.S. farmland before June 30th, 2025. The odds stand at around 60% for a ban. Dave Portnoy's alleged involvement in crypto pump and dump schemes is under scrutiny, with Polymarket showing a 9% chance of jail time despite no formal charges. Now let's dive into today's stories in detail. This Polymarket prediction market is seeing high activity with speculation about whether the United States will recognize Russian sovereignty over Crimea by the end of 2025. This comes amidst ongoing talks about peace negotiations between the US and Russia concerning the Ukraine conflict. Recently, U.S. officials, including former President Trump, have hinted at a possible policy shift. This hints at a change from the historical stance of non recognition since Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. The international community, including the United States, has condemned this annexation and supported Ukraine's territorial integrity. Discussions at international forums like the Munich Security Conference have focused on these potential shifts. The Trump administration has suggested that recognizing Crimea could be part of a peace deal. The backdrop is a conflict that escalated into a full-scale invasion of Ukraine on February 24, 2022. Currently, the odds stand at around 37% for the U.S. recognizing Crimea and around 64% against it. On social media, opinions are mixed. Some see potential recognition as a realignment of international relations, while others view it as a betrayal of Ukraine. Traditional news outlets focus on diplomatic implications and the potential for peace negotiations. Let's move on to the next story. Donald Trump is at the center of a heated debate on Polymarket, where traders speculate whether he will ban Chinese entities from buying U.S. farmland before June 30th, 2025. Trump's recent vows to block such purchases have fueled market activity, citing national security concerns and interference with American markets. The conversation is driven by his past policy stances and the current political climate. On February 19th, Secretary Brooke Rollins announced the U.S. Department of Agriculture is exploring federal solutions after a failed ban in Texas. Trump's commitment to preventing foreign ownership of American land is framed as a national defense issue, especially near military sites. This aligns with recent Senate votes to limit agricultural transactions with adversarial nations like China. Polymarket activity has surged, with traders betting on Trump's action. The odds are at around 60% for a yes outcome, reflecting significant belief that such a ban may occur before the deadline. On X, users express mixed reactions. Some highlight national security and food sovereignty, while others question the legality and economic impact. Traditional news outlets focus on the broader U.S.-China relations, reporting on concerns over foreign farmland ownership and its challenges. The implications are significant. A ban could strain U.S.-China relations, impact agricultural markets, and alter land values in states with Chinese investments like Texas. Possible outcomes include new federal legislation or continued debates over trade and property rights. China might retaliate with trade restrictions and other economic measures. Let's move on to the next story. Dave Portnoy, founder of Barstool Sports, is facing scrutiny for his activities in the cryptocurrency world. Allegations suggest Portnoy might be involved in pump and dump schemes with meme coins, especially Greed and Jailstool. These accusations have raised concerns about potential legal issues in 2025. On Polymarket, traders are betting on whether Portnoy could end up in jail due to these crypto dealings. Current odds suggest around 9% chance of jail time, indicating that most believe it won't happen. Despite no formal charges yet, the market remains active, showing public interest in Portnoy's risky ventures. Earlier, the odds had jumped to around 28% after news emerged of Portnoy reportedly earning around $75,000 in a day by selling meme coins. He also launched another token, Greed 2, holding on to around 27% of its supply. This has fueled discussions about market manipulation and the SEC's ongoing scrutiny of crypto scams. On social media platform X, reactions range from humor to serious discussions about the implications of Portnoy's actions. Meanwhile, traditional news outlets are sticking to the facts, reporting on his crypto ventures without jumping to conclusions. If regulatory bodies like the SEC decide to file charges, Portnoy could face serious consequences, potentially impacting investor confidence in the crypto market. As Polymarket remains open until the end of 2025, any developments could rapidly change the odds and investor sentiment. And before ending, a word about our sponsor. As a startup founder, finding product market fit is your top priority. But landing bigger customers requires SOC 2 or ISO 27001 compliance, a time consuming process that pulls you away from building and shipping. That's where Vanta comes in. By automating up to 90% of the work, Vanta gets you compliant fast, opening doors to next level growth opportunities. Whether you're closing your first deal or gearing up for growth, Vanta makes compliance easy. Get $1,000 off at vanta.com/notboring. That's vanta.com/notboring for $1,000 off. Each of the stories we covered today is ongoing and may change dramatically. For updates and detailed odds, head to polymarket.com. That's all the news that's fit to predict. This is me, Packy McCormick's voice, signing off. May the odds be ever in your favor.